Welcome back to the MGH United Road to Glory once again, guys. We have played 17 matches and we've won 10 of those games. So it has been, I would say, a pretty good start to the season after a bit of a wobbly start. In the last episode, we played a bunch of games. We're going to do the same today. We're going to get through November and December. So then we are in the transfer window for the next episode on Monday. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing too much business. We will see. But let's see where we are in the table and let's see if we get any injuries and things like that. So let's jump into the first few games. I'll show you the table midway and then at the end as well. So here is a look at the table. Nottingham Forest, very clearly the strongest team. They haven't lost a game. Norwich just above, well, I say just above, but, you know, a solid 8 points clear of us. So it is very simple as of right now. We are chasing the front two teams. So that is our task today, to close the gap on Norwich. And hopefully by the end of this episode, as we go into the January transfer window, we will be right up there. I've just got a feeling that Nottingham Forest and Norwich might be a little bit too good though. Anyway, into our first game. We do score after 24 minutes against Blackpool here. And it's Jackson Hunter. He loves to get forward. He loves to get assists. And he likes the odd goal as well, which is always nice. They do clear it from a goal kick here. And Durand, the giraffe, is unable to control it. They pass it through into oh my God, I hate it so much. Omobamidele by accident. But I don't know what's wrong with me. It happens every now and again where I'm just trying to pass it out from the back. And I make a mistake. And when you give away goals like that, you just have to accept it. Just stop passing out from the back, maybe. Maybe that's what I should be doing. And I make another mistake, which leads to another goal for Blackpool. And they are 2-1 up right before the break into injury time there. Literally the worst time to concede. Oh, and by the way, another defensive mistake. Thankfully, this time, they weren't able to capitalise on that. But we're still losing this game 2-1. And we're into the 53rd minute here. We play it up to Tito Villalba with a little bit of a loose pass, but the absolute sheer brutal force of Barrett finds his way into the box and he tucks it home. And just take a look at this replay. Look at this little touch there. Oh, just to get it out of his feet. It is gorgeous. I love that. I love that so much. We're back on level terms and it's a fantastic goal. Even with a loose pass, Barrett can do a job with it because he's just so quick and so strong. Now, he ended up picking up a draw. It's not the worst result, especially considering how we gave away those goals. But Archie Barrett really getting back into action now. That's 3 goals in his last 3 games. He's been assisting a lot. He was the league top assister at the end of last episode. And hopefully by the end of this episode, he'll be top scorer. Here he is again, slotting one home here. 13 minutes in against Reading. We need this from Archie Barrett. This is what he's best at, scoring goals. But of course, if he's getting assists, that's fine too. Great tackle from Omobamidele. Yay, I got it right this time. We've passed inside to Zeballos, and he's put it over the bar, unfortunately, with his left foot. But he has been a absolutely fantastic signing so far. Barrett running through on goal. Unfortunately, he gets out-muscled there. We're going to try and win this back with the 6'6" beast himself. Passing it into the box here. A turn from Barrett, and he hammers it home. He misses one chance, but scores the next. That is what you like to see. Sipping tea because, of course, he's British. And even without our main striker, Thomas, out on loan, we can make do with Barrett. And there he is, providing an assist for Zeballos. It is 3-0. What a finish right into the top corner. Look at the keeper here. I mean, what are you doing, bro? So we go ahead and pause the game, and we're going to jump to result. It's a 3-0 lead, and we actually get a goal with Villalba in the second half, and that is a 4-0 win with 9 shots to 1. Absolute pure domination. Now, into the next game, we have Burnley. Never an easy side to play against, and actually, in real life, they are one of the best sides. I mean, they are quite literally blowing the Championship away. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the Premier League, though. But how about this? For an opening goal of absolute quality. The ball in from Hunter. The finish, though. It's ridiculous. Just look at this replay. I feel like I shouldn't even talk over it. It is that good of a finish. The ball is perfection. And then, oh my God, it's the way he just... The way he attacks this. I mean, that's a violation. That poor goalkeeper. Oh my God. Unbelievable way to start the game. And we're going to try and get that second goal as soon as we can, although we have made a mistake there in midfield. And we've got Burnley trying to cut through my defence. They do find Twine on the left side. Almost gave away a penalty. The ball gets worked into the box. Vincent Kompany would be proud of this. And it's a great save by Holloway. I mean, interesting way to dive. A little bit of a funny animation, that. But now we're in the second half. About 20 minutes left to go. We get a free kick, and I've got no left-footed takers. Villalba was off, so we had to chip it into the box. And, of course, we're going to aim for Durand, and he almost loops the keeper. He leaps to loop the keeper. There you go. Ball over the top here, still 1-0. Can it be 2-0 in extra time? No, it's a great save from the keeper. I don't know how Barrett isn't scoring there. I probably should have gone to the left side instead of the right, but hey, it is what it is. Are we going to get one last chance? The shot comes in from Hall. He is actually fouled there, but the referee's had enough. We've played 3.5 minutes, so fair enough. And we get the 3 points, guys. But bad news. Rissa, he's not very he's unhappy. That's the word. He's unhappy right now that we're not getting him enough game time. He wants to leave. So straight away, I'm thinking this is obviously not good. We need to keep Rissa. I'm a big fan of Rissa. 76 rated. He's been fantastic. But I don't want to play him ahead of Branthwaite necessarily. So I thought, well, I could always play 3 at the back for a couple of games, try and see if we can change his mind. But as of right now, he is wanting to leave the club. So we're going to play him. And what a goal. Up against Peterborough, I think this one is. Great finish from Barrett. Really finding that goal-scoring form. What a strike that is. And, of course, he was up front with Arp in this game. We had 2 strikers. I have been using Larson, by the way. Very good player. I just wanted to go with Arp in this one. And Zeballos makes it 2-0 after 22 minutes. Peterborough really, really struggling here. When we play 3 at the back, we have just so many attacking options. But it does leave gaps in behind, and they've got a player through here. But Omar Bamadeli is an Olympic sprinter. That was ridiculous how quick he got back. It's a cheat code having really fast centre-backs. It always has been. So it remains 2-0 into the second half here. Barrett almost getting another one there. Unfortunate not to, really. And now Arp has played in Mighton. Not getting much game time with Zeballos in such good form. But he finds a beautiful pass over to Gordon. Surely it's 3. Nope. Just goes wide. And then into injury time. They aren't Stoke. Only Stoke can score those against me. It's another win. So here is the halfway point of the episode. As you can see, we are catching up with Norwich a little bit. We've got a game in hand there, and they are 6 points clear. So we can reduce this to 3 if we can beat the best team in the league in our 200th game. It couldn't have been scripted better. Quite literally the toughest test so far, potentially. Nottingham Forest just demolishing this entire league. And, you know, without a loss so far, could we give them their first loss? They've got Okafor, I think that is, up front there. You've got Gibbs-White on the left. They've got a really solid side. Matt Turner in goal. Niakate in defence. Lewis O'Brien, I think he was captain last time we played them. They've gone with Poulsen as captain for this one. But that diamond in midfield with the 2 strikers, it's a really solid defence as well. You can see why they are doing so well this season. And here is how I lined up in this crunch match. Of course, Holloway in goal, my usual back 4, but with Rissa coming in for Branthwaite. Villalba starts, Barrett up front, Zeballos and Gordon on the wings, and Hall and Durand, that mighty duo. It's perfection. The 4-2-3-1, my favourite formation to use. So here we go, guys, live from the City ground. Can we beat the best team in the league? They're pretty much already in the Premier League. It's going to be very difficult to stop them from getting promoted, but I don't think that's my aim. It's just to get into that second spot now. And here is Zeballos. He crosses it over for Barrett, and it hasn't even taken 10 minutes. And now it gets into the 10th minute. Fantastic way to start the game. Such an important game, the biggest one of the season so far. And do you know what? I was so relieved because I could feel something was brewing here, and there it is. Yeah. It's probably best we don't discuss this one. I rolled it out and instantly thought, oh God, no, pass it back. And then as I've gone to pass it back, he's done this stupid little pathetic low power pass. And then Okafor there has just got in. Oh man, throwing away a goal like that in a game of this magnitude, really frustrating. So it was okay, though. Just try and get back in the game. Try and get that second goal as soon as we could. And we actually were playing okay at this point. But they won the ball back, and they're going to get forward here. And the two strikers up front were really causing issues. I left a gap. I couldn't switch to the right defender. And they're not going to catch Okafor. He's rapid. And he lobs the keeper. And it's just embarrassing at this point. It's another mistake from me. I lost it on the edge of their box. And they've just hit us on the break. So, 2-1 down. Not ideal, but still plenty of time to play. Trying to get the ball there through for Barrett. Here is Durand picking up the loose ball. Bolton inside to Gordon. Lovely dummy there from Tito. It's a lovely bit of play. Surely a goal it is. And we really deserved that after such beautiful football. Tell me that wasn't a good-looking goal. The build-up play. It's this dummy for me. The way Tito just steps over it. The 31-year-old still playing at the top of his game. What a signing, by the way. Free signing Villalba. He has been carrying this side since he joined. I absolutely love the guy. So it's 2-2. Into the second half, though, Nottingham Forest were looking very strong. And they do get rewarded with another goal after playing some very good stuff early in the second half. And it is their captain, Poulsen, ex-RB Leipzig. And then again, they're finding their way into the box way too easily. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. I thought it was offside, but it's not. Bolton at right back, keeping Gibbs-White on. And that is unfortunately going to be too much for us now. There's no way we can come back from 4-2. But rightly so, Nottingham Forest are winning the league. They're going to win the league, and they've beaten us today. And there we go. Their manager getting one up on us. Steve Cooper, great manager. So, we get some transfer offers in. We're going to forget about that last game and just focus on this for now. Rissa getting offers from Porto, Bournemouth. I didn't want to strengthen Bournemouth, that's for sure. But I don't want to sell him. I don't want to let him go. So, obviously, I can't block offers. I can't really offer him a new contract. It's going to be a tricky situation to try and resolve. We just have to play games and make sure Rissa is getting game time. And up against Middlesbrough here, great start. Arp finding the back of the net there with his right boot. 1-0 early on. Well, I say early on. I think it was about 30 minutes in. Not too bad. And then just a few moments later, Middlesbrough with a huge chance. But what a save from Holloway. Great reactions from the young keeper there. Another corner coming in. And again, he has really saved us twice there. Fantastic saves. And now into the second half, still 1-0 up. Gordon finds the ball down this right side, gives it to Arp. It's a lovely little 1-2. He's in behind, but I didn't know what to do at this point. I wanted to cross it. I tried a second attempt here with Wilson, and that is a beautiful cross, matched by an even more beautiful finish. Wilson to Zeballos, 2-0, and that should be enough, right? Are Middlesbrough going to get a consolation goal late in the match here? You'll see they really do keep the ball nicely. Very quick passing. It's very difficult to defend against this. I hate it when the CPU pass it around like this because you actively want to sprint and chase the ball, but it's the last thing you should do. And the referee blew his whistle as they hit the bar. I thought that was hilarious. A bit of karma from the last episode where I scored as the whistle was blown. Very unfortunate. Into the next one now. And it's QPR. Tito Villalba in behind. You're not going to stop him from scoring there, even on his right foot. 1-0 up, and now just before half-time, are we going to be able to get another one? Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good end to the first half. We've got QPR going through on goal. Omobamidele's too quick for his own good. He just bumps into him, knocks him over. It's a very soft penalty, but when you look at the replay, didn't really get much of the ball. He's just pushed him down. So they are going to have a penalty. But I guess the right way. Holloway is an absolute legend. It stays 1-0. QPR really should have put that one away. But they didn't deserve to be in this game, to be fair. I was playing much better than they were. But you can always rely on me to make a good old awful mistake to concede. And there it is. Literally from kickoff. The kickoff glitch is real, guys. It's 1-1. And they get a corner right after that as well. Cleared out to Gordon. Tried a little bit of skill, which, yeah, didn't work on Ferguson. But look at this. I mean, I've got a player down injured. And by the way, it was just a 5-day injury to Omobamidele, so nothing too crazy. But how is this fair? He's down on the floor, keeping them all on side, and they just pass it through. I thought that was really harsh. And guess what? It's going to lose us the game. Deep into injury time here. We didn't even get a chance to get forward and equalise. So thank you to Omobamidele for sitting down and playing them all onside. We actually lost this game to QPR. That's a really disappointing result. And also, I think, a little bit unfair. But we're going to go ahead and throw in some second-team players here. Insua, for example, and Arp and Maya. And we're going to sim against Coventry, who were bottom of the league. It's only a 1-0 win, although Gunther did miss or fail to score, whatever that is. Should have been 2-0 maybe. And now we get another offer coming in for Rissa. 8 million from Celtic. I almost took it. I almost did. I thought, well, at least he's going to a different league and it's a good amount of money. But no, I want to fight for Rissa. I want to keep him. A very cool signing. You know, not many players that play career mode will know much of Rissa. So I want to keep him. I like him a lot. And we get off to a great start here against Ipswich. Our penultimate game of this episode. A nice little early 1-0 lead. And we're going to try and make that 2-0 straight away with a second goal. And there it is. We're already 2-0 up, just 13 minutes in. And it's Villalba again with his right foot. A captain's performance so far, but it's all about that touch from Ceballos. Feel free to go back and watch that again. That touch was ridiculous. He just spun the defender. And we're almost going to be 3-0 up. We are! 3-0! Right before half-time. Ipswich, what happened? They didn't know how to defend, it seemed. Jumped to result, of course, and it finished 5-0. That is disgusting, really. I mean, no team should be losing 5-0, but hey, it can happen. Stoke, last game, away from home. Last time we played Stoke, not so great, but we can try and get a win today. We actually do win ourselves a free kick here, just outside the D. It's definitely a free kick. It's not going to be a yellow or a red or anything like that. And we had Ceballos on the pitch, and I thought, you know what? His stats aren't too bad. Let's go for it. It's unlikely it's going to go in, but we'll try. And he gets it over and under. Oh, it's just beautiful. Welcome to England, Ceballos. This guy has been a superb signing. Only on loan, of course. So we don't actually have the player permanently after this. We do need to try and find some money for him. Or maybe he will be a free agent. He did only have a year left when we loaned him. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can get him next season. 1-0 up into the not into the second half, late into the first half here with 10 minutes to go. We've got a second goal there, and it's Mighton. And he mightn't have won the game. Oh, it's terrible. And here is Durand winning the ball back in midfield with those long legs. It's what he does. We're just a few minutes away from half-time. Barrett's through on goal, and finally he gets another one, and it's another 3-0 lead. Guys, this is utter domination. This is us catching Norwich and maybe Nottingham Forest. I think that's unlikely. But as you know, if I'm 3-0 up or 3-0 down, we jump to result. And there it is. It stayed 3-0. Not bad, eh, guys? Some results weren't so good. We lost a couple of games. And Barrett's been getting back in the action, scoring goals. And we actually received 2 pretty big offers here. 24 million, or 25 pretty much, from Salzburg. And then also a player swap from Sampdoria, plus almost £18 million. Which, of course, we are going to reject. Do you know what? After 27 games, being 1 point away from second place, that is not bad. Norwich are an incredible side. They are what we call a yo-yo team. They always go up to the Premier League, they come straight back down, they go back up, and they've got a lot of finances, a lot of great individual players, and we're just 1 point behind them. And I think it's fair to say that Nottingham Forest are too good. You know, they beat us in this episode. They've only lost 1 game this season now. I don't know who beat them. Whoever did, they deserved to lose at least 1 game. Okay, we can't be having Nottingham Forest go invincible. But yeah, we're on 57 points. I mean, it's pretty good, guys. And we're going into the transfer window with a couple of issues with certain players. For example, Rissa. I've been declining offers. Do I accept an offer and replace him? We've obviously got a few players that might be going down on their contracts a bit. We need to potentially renew Villalba as well if we think he can do another season, especially if it's in the Premier League. So we've got lots to think about, lots to get through, and that will, of course, be on Monday. So thank you for watching the episodes this week. I hope you've enjoyed them, and I will see you for the January transfer window in just a couple of days.